Hello guys, welcome back to another video, and in this lecture we are going to solve some problems based on reference circle in SHM. Now starting with the question number 1. The question says a particle executes SHM x equals to a sin omega t plus phi, and at t equals to 0 the position of the particle is x equals to root 3 a by 2 and is moving along positive x direction. So here the thing to notice is the position is given and the direction of velocity is also given. It is asking us to find the value of phi. This phi value it is asking us, which is our initial phase. So see, if we analyze the data here, the x value is given as root 3 by 2, which is in positive direction. That means if it is this is the mean, then the particle must be somewhere here, and this distance must be equals to root 3 a by 2, right? So let's denote the position. Then I denote this position. Let's say this distance is root 3 a by 2. Now if we consider our shadow method, like light rays are coming in this direction and a point is moving in a circle, the shadow is performing SHM, right? So according to our assumption, if the shadow is performing SHM, so at t equals to 0 the shadow is here. That means the point P, which is moving in the circle, it must be below it, right? So it might be here on the circle, this point, or it might be here on the circle, this point right here. So let's mark those 2 points. It might be here or it might be here. So we have two possible positions, right? Now next thing, it is saying that the particle is moving in positive x direction. Now see, if the particle is moving, point P is moving in the circle, in that case the SHM will be in this direction. It is supposed to be in this direction, like this. The particle will move towards right, then again come back to mean, again move to left, again come back to mean, like this. So and our point P in the circle will be moving clockwise. So think, if the point P is moving in clockwise manner, when it reaches here, its velocity will be towards this way, right? And if it is at the bottommost position, its velocity will be this way. So which one corresponds to the velocity of the shadow in positive x direction? See, in our data the shadow should move towards right, and here the point P is moving this way and the lower point is moving this way. So we can match that this is matching to this data, right? If point P will be moving this way, then its shadow will be moving towards right. So we are matching this point position, the position of point P, this one is matching to our data of the problem, right? So we got that the real position of point P is here. Now if I join this and make a triangle, I get that this side is equals to root 3a by 2, and this is our amplitude, and in the equation the amplitude is a, that means in the circle the radius is a. So this is a and this is root 3a by 2, right? So this angle must be 60 degree, because a sin 60 gives us root 3a by 2. So from this triangle we have this side as root 3a by 2 and this side as a. So this angle must be 60, which is our initial phase. So we got our initial phase phi value to be 60 degree. This is the answer to question number 1. Now going to the question number 2. Here it says a particle performing SHM has time period of oscillation t. At t equals 0 the particle is at a by 2. This is to be noted here. Find the time when the particle will again be at a by 2 distance from mean if at t equals 0 the particle is going away from mean or towards mean. There are two cases. So see, particle will be at a by 2 distance, means if we consider this point to be mean, the particle is at a by 2 distance, right? So it might be here or it might be here. A by 2, both are a by 2 distance from the mean. It did not say us positive or negative, it just said a by 2 distance. Now see, in SHM if these are the 2 points, correspondingly we will get 4 points in circle. See, first point, second point, third point and fourth point, correspondingly we will get 4 points. So let's just take any point according to our given data and solve the problem. So let's just assume the particle is first moving towards right, then coming to mean, then moving to the extreme left, and again then coming to the mean. This is the SHM way of SHM, means the particle is oscillating like this. This is the way of oscillation. Then corresponding motion in the circle should be clockwise, right? Corresponding motion should be clockwise. Assuming clockwise motion, I chose clockwise omega. Now if we pay attention, see here, according to given data, particle is at a by 2. So let's mark a point at a by 2. Let's mark it here. Let's erase these lines which will be confusing us later. So I am erasing these ones. Now the particle is at a by 2, right? So and it is moving, I am solving for this one. The particle is at a by 2 and moving away from mean. Now think, if I consider a by 2 on the positive x side, I consider a by 2 here on the positive a side. So it is moving away from mean. So I can choose this point. Here it is away from mean, because in this point the particle will be moving this way, which is not away from mean, it is towards mean. See, the direction is towards mean. So the upper point is our real point, where if we assume the clockwise motion, the point P here will be moving this way. In that case, the shadow will be moving away from mean. So for the first case, our point, let's say this is the first case. For the first case, point P is somewhere here, and in this data it is saying this horizontal line is a by 2, right? That means this angle, see, if I complete this right angle triangle here, this line is a by 2, that means this line must also be a by 2. These two are parallel lines, see, this line and this line, they are a by 2. So if this is a by 2 and our amplitude is a, so the radius of the circle is a, that means this angle, we get this angle as 60 degree, right? This angle is 60 degree. Now it is asking that when the particle will be again at a by 2. Now see, if it is at a by 2 and it is moving towards right, again it will be at a by 2 if it comes back and reaches there, right? That means in the circle the particle should move and is the corresponding bottommost position, which is at a by 2 distance from the mean. So the particle should reach here. So by symmetry we can see that this angle should also be 60 degree. If this angle is 60 degree, because this was a by 2 and this was a, similarly this is a again and this distance is a by 2, so this angle must be 60 degree. That means the particle needs to cover 120 degree in the circle. Now this is given to us that time period is t, that means it takes 360 degree for the particle to rotate 360 degree, it takes time t. That means the particle will need how much time to rotate 120 degree? It is t by 3. So the first case, for the first case, our answer is it will need t by 3 time. This is our answer for first case. For first case, if the particle is moving away from mean, it needs t by 3 time to come back to mean again. Now let's solve it for the second bit. The particle is moving towards mean. Nothing, for towards mean we can consider this position here. Here the particle is moving towards mean and it is at a distance a by 2, or it is on the left side, distance a by 2 here, this distance is a by 2 and it is moving towards mean. So we can have this point or this point. So for this problem, as we have already discussed here, it will be messy to solve here. I am assuming this point now. So let's say the particle is here and it is moving towards mean. So I am assuming the a by 2 distance on the left side and it is moving towards mean. Towards mean means, again we have 2 points, on the bottommost point or on the topmost point. In the bottommost point, for clockwise motion of the particle, this particle will moving like this way, and for the topmost point it will be moving this way. So corresponding which point we need the topmost point, because it should, the SHM should be towards mean here. So for the topmost point, again let's draw the line. Again our amplitude is A and the particle is here. Again see, this angle is 60 degree. Now if it is moving this way, again it will be at a by 2 distance when it will cover and reach here, right? It should cover this much distance. Now we know this angle is 60 degree because this length is a by 2 and this radius is a. So this angle becomes 30 degree and similarly this angle also becomes 30 degree, right? So if the particle is moving towards mean, it needs to cover another 60 degree. In the circle it needs to cover another 60 degree to reach again at a by 2 distance from the mean. So for the second case, if we solve, we get that again it for 360 degree coverage it takes time t. For 60 degree it will take time t by 6. Simply we got the answer to the second bit also. So these are the answers for our second question. Now let's go to the third one. In the third one, the question says, find the distance travelled by the particle in t by 6 time starting from rest. So if the particle starts from rest, think in case of SHM, if the particle, let's say the particle is doing SHM this way, so in the mean position the particle has maximum speed and it is at rest. In case of extreme positions, when the particle is at extreme position, it is at rest. So let's consider that point, the extreme position. So let's say the particle is here and it is starting the SHM. That means further it will move this way to the extreme left, again it will move this way to the extreme right for one complete rotation. Now if the time period of entire rotation is t, our time period of rotation is t, so time period of SHM is t, that means in the circle also time period of rotation is t. Again this means in t time the point P can cover 360 degree rotation. Now here it is asking us t by 6 time. T by 6 time means in t by 6 time the particle can cover only 60 degree rotation. Now think, if the particle is starting from the extreme position, because it is starting from the rest, in the question it is given starting from rest, means particle is starting from extreme. So corresponding position in the circle, the point P in the circle, it must be starting from this extreme diametrical point, right? This point. And in t by 6 time it should cover 60 degree angle. That means it will go like this till it covers 60 degree angle. Till it covers 60 degree angle. So let's mark that point. So it started from here, it came and it ended somewhere here after t by 6 time, and let's say this angle is 60 degree. In that case, again our amplitude will be A. So if this angle is 60, its horizontal component we got A cos 60, which is A by 2. That means the distance travelled by the particle will be the half of the amplitude of SHM. Now let's go to the fourth one. In the fourth one, here the question says that let's say this is a setup of SHM. Here the spring mass system is compressed by 4 cm and released. In this case, it is asking us to find the time period of oscillation. Now we know that if the oscillation is fully complete, then the formula for time period is t equals 2 pi square root of m by k, right? This is the formula for time period. So for now let's consider it t and solve the problem. So what is it given us? It is given that we compress the mass by 4 cm and release it. So if we compress it and release, then it will come back, again it will move to the other side, but on the other side at a distance of 2 cm from the mean we have a wall, and the collision with the wall is perfectly elastic. So it cannot go again 4 cm on the other side, just like the left side it cannot go on the right side also. On the right side it can only go 2 cm. Now this kind of oscillation, this is not a full simple harmonic motion, so this is kind of partial oscillation, and here it is asking us what is the time period of this movement, this type of oscillation, what will be the time period here. Now let's see, if we analyze, the collision here is perfectly elastic. That means in elastic collision, if the mass collides with velocity v, it will again come back with velocity v, right? After collision it will again come back with velocity v only. Now if it is compressed from the natural length by 4 centimeter, that means the amplitude of oscillation should be 4 centimeter. So on the left side it is going 4 centimeter, but on the right side it is just allowed to go 2 centimeter. So if we analyze the SHM, that means the particle from mean, it is compressed to the extreme end and released. So in this case it is coming back towards right, but it doesn't cover the entire path. It stops at 2 centimeter from the mean and again goes back. So here we can see we are missing these portions, these dotted portions we are missing. So if we check the corresponding point, movement of point P on the circle, see the particle from the extreme end can move up to this point, right? So corresponding point, let's say this distance is our 2 centimeter and this distance is 4 centimeter. So correspondingly, that means if we release it here, the particle is going for this point, then again it is coming from this point. This dotted line portion we are missing, so correspondingly in circle this portion, this dotted portion of the circle will be missing, right? So particle will reach here, this point in the circle, this point P1, and from point P2 it will again come back to the mean position, again it will reach the point P1, again from P2 it will come. So this dotted line portions will be missing. Now if we mark, see this amplitude is A, which is our 4 centimeter, this A is 4 centimeter, right? And this horizontal distance is 2 centimeter. That implies this 60 degree, this angle is 60 degree. Again the point P2 on the bottom side, again this angle will be again 60 degree. So here if we observe the point P, the point P is moving this much distance, that means here 30 degree and this much 90 degree it is moving, this 60 degree it is missing. On the bottom side again this much is 30 degree and this much 90 degree it is moving. So in the entire circle, motion, the particle point P is not covering 360 degree, instead it is missing 120 degree, this 120 degree portion, this portion it is missing. The moment it strikes here, it comes back from the bottom position, so these dotted line portions are missing, right? That means the particle, the point P in the circle, it is covering only 240 degree angle instead of 360. So again solving, for 360 degree the time taken is t, that means for 240 degree the time will be t by 360 into 240, which is 2 by 3t. So this will be 2 by 3 and t value is 2 pi root over of m by k. So our answer for this problem is 4 pi by 3 root m by k. This is the time period of oscillation of the point P here.